My name is Jónas Antonsson. I'm currently the CEO of Gogogic, a company I co-founded in 2006, along with basically three other people. Two of them work here along with me, and then there was a silent partner that started with us. And we're in the business of making computer games. We make games for interfaces that lie close to our clients or people in general. That's the browser, mobile devices, iPad, stuff like that. And we're trying to connect these interfaces together and trying to create experiences that go cross interfaces and cross platforms, cross media. Innovation is obviously using creativity, creating something new, creating something based on something else, even innovating. But the thing is, I think that the innovation is first and foremost identifying and understanding how you create stuff, how you come up with a concept or an idea in your mind, and how you are able to push that into reality, how you formalize it or create it or tie something together to actually push what you've seen in your mind into some sort of reality. Obviously, that's something you can't always do on yourself. Sometimes you need to find other people to help you do it, other people to help you innovate and create. But I think that for me is what truly defines innovation, is the process of actually taking a concept and an idea and consciously create something from it. So innovation in Iceland is an interesting topic, basically because I think there's a lot of entrepreneurial spirit around. I think there's also a lot of actually creativity and innovation. But I think we need to root it in something we know. One of the things we are truly good at over here is telling stories. That's something we've been doing since we settled on this island. We have the original Icelandic sagas that both describe the settlement of Iceland, how things worked, and also include some fantastic sagas of Vikings and battles and duels and love affairs, and I don't know, everything between here and the sun, I guess. So we've been telling stories for a long time. We're good at it. We have a Nobel Prize winner from last century, Halldór Laxness. We have Sigurós and Björk. We have a lot of other musicians. All of these people are telling stories. For me, that's why the games industry is, for instance, very interesting, because that's just another way of telling stories. So we're just following in the footsteps of what people have been doing here on this island for a long time. So I think it's important to think about innovation as something that's built on or rooted in something you know, or something that is close to your culture. And I think the creative industries in Iceland have been probably overlooked for a long time. Somewhat not getting the attention they deserve because of big industry, banking, other stuff that I don't think is particularly close to our hearts over here, or close to something we should be innovating in. But I think creative industries are getting the attention at this point, and I hope that we'll be able to do something glamorous with that. The future of Icelandic innovation. Again, I think I would love to see the creative industries in Iceland kind of sailing through the next couple of years or few years as a leading industry in Iceland, and I think we have signs of that happening. Also the information technology industry or IT industry. I think that's another industry that we should be able to be strong in. and we see signs of great innovation there as well. The computer games industry, or the games industry in Iceland, is also growing fast and has shown signs of strength. And well, the games industry actually couples together both the IT and the creative industry, and I think this fusion is a very interesting fusion, a strong fusion. It's real production based on the ideas and the thoughts and the concepts created in heads of the people that work in these industries, and that means most of the money that goes out of the companies is going into salary, is going into the pockets of the employees. There's no cost of raw goods, and I think it's production at its best. It's clean, it's efficient, and it's fun. Gogogic as a company has an interesting backstory. It's founded when everything was booming in Iceland back in 2006, which basically means that the company to an extent is founded in a crisis, because it was extremely difficult to get funding at that point, because the money that was around wanted to be inside the Icelandic banks, because the return on investment there was actually very high, and most people felt that it was risk-free as well. It turned out it wasn't, but at the time people thought it was. That meant that the return on investment, or what people were asking for as return on investment for startup or seed companies and companies that were dependent on innovation, was extremely high. It was about 50%, which is very unsustainable. So Gogogic is actually founded on the values of not going into any long-term debt, trying to be as organic as possible, and what that means is trying to create work for others, to create capital to innovate and create our own things. That's been the backbone of what we've done since we were founded. So we always run in parallel projects for other people and then for ourselves, and that's worked well for us. It means that we have to think about innovation in a different way, because we have to be very aware of kind of long-term goals. Where are we going after not just 6 months, but 2 years or 3 years? It means we're forced to think ahead, and it also means that we're competing on a much smaller base of capital than most other companies that are known in our industry, in the games industry. So it means that we have to try to be smart. Will it work out? I have no idea. We're sitting in the talk to me in 2 years period. Everything's looking good, everything feels right, but you don't know if it's a success until it's a success, and that's only in hindsight. So will it be a success? Maybe, maybe not. Talk to me in 2 years. So advice for people that want to start a business. I think that the first advice is not listen to negative voices, because there will be a lot of people that tell you that you're crazy, you're wrong, you should do it, your idea sucks, or whatever. If you believe you have something of value and you think you're taking a calculated risk with what you're doing, then absolutely go for it. Because chances are you will actually regret not doing it more than actually doing it and fail. Failure is not necessarily a bad thing, because failure is just a stepping stone to your next endeavor, and when you fail, you know at least not what to do. I think it's also important to remember that you should learn from your successes more than your failures even, because if you're successful at something, you've found something to repeat. Do that again. You know it works. So you repeat that. Learn from that, not only from things you fail at, because it's probably even more difficult to learn from things you fail at. Think about shipping. Get things out there. don't worry about over polishing, don't worry about overdoing or making something perfect. Perfect is a very boring concept. Nothing will ever be perfect. You can't go for perfect. Go for good enough. Because if you try to go for perfect, you will never ship anything. You will never get anything out the door. You will just take an endless amount of time of trying to do something that's not possible, and that's perfect. But think good enough and you'll get something out there. That's the first step. Then polish, then listen to your audience, your clients, and chances are they'll have different ideas than you have about what needs polishing anyway. Be smart when you think about funding and capital. Try to be as smart as you can there. Get advice. Talk to people that have done it before. Don't try to do everything yourself. Try to find people that are actually helpful and want to help you along. Don't think about keeping all the secrets too close to your breast, because the thing is, you'll get further by sharing your secrets and getting input from others. Most people by far will not have any interest in stealing your idea or your secrets, no matter how good it is, because all the people you'll talk to, first of all, you're probably a good judge of character anyway, most of us are. Second of all, most of the people you'll talk to have their own agendas, their own ideas, their own dreams, and they're following that. And in their mind, their dreams and agendas are much better than yours anyway. So they're probably willing to help you without stealing anything from you. I think that's some of the important stuff you have to keep in mind. There are other things as well. Try to find people that are smarter than you to do things you need someone better than you to do. First and foremost, don't do it for money. Do it for some sort of passion. Do it because you want to change something or make something better. You want to increase quality of life or save the world or whatever. Do it for something that's with passion, not for the money.
Snjóar kaldri ströndu á, sefur jökulfoldinn. Varin öllum vættum þá, birtinn blóði goldinn. Tungl horfið, sól sest, en þá mun hún rísa. Víkingum hún vandar mest, í vonarlag.